Hello, everyone. Good evening, and
Good evening.
thank you all for joining the webinar. We welcome you, future global leaders at Career Universe, with a knowledge partner, Podar Business School, Jaipur, an innovative and our emerging best resource. Career Universe is a committed portal to help you to choose your career in various fields with availability of resources which you got like finance. Hope you all agree with me. So you have to think beyond IIMs, beyond any other college. You have to check your fit. Fit, the full form is finance, your interest, or T for technology or tech or trend that are going on. You have to check your fit in that. So you have to be like the following water. So hi, this is Simran from Korean Universe, and I welcome you all. And if you want to know more on any other further details and updates, you can visit our website also, careeruniverse.in. And today we have an expert with us who will guide us and give us the knowledge about the admission in IIM India with return on investment in it, which will help you all to decide your future goals in life and how you can prioritize your plan of action according to that. Let me introduce you my guest of the day, Dr. Bhargav Kumar. So, he is an engineer by qualification, Amrita alumnus, and worked in a corporate as a software engineer for more than 3 years. And also realized after that the passion for teaching aptitude and started as a quant faculty. He had got 6+ years of experience into teaching various exams like CAT, GRE, GMAT, SAT, etc. And now he's fulfilling the role of academic head while being a co-member of the Institute Ecoing Ahmedabad. Math, he's also a maths lover who secured 100% marks in 10th, 11th, and 12th standard in math subject. Also an accolade of 99.93 percentile in CAT 2023 in quantitative ability section. Also a serial CAT 99 percentile from 2020 to 2023. He's also an energetic and motivated mentor, finding happiness in guiding students in the right way in both conceptual and life decisions. So happy to welcome you, sir, here, and hope you guide our students also that are present here well enough. So, sir, over to you, and just give us the knowledge about the all the admission process for IIMs and everything related to that.
Thanks, ma'am. Thanks for the lovely introduction. Uh, Glad to know that your students will be getting information from me, and this is something that I love a lot, guiding students to pursue their dreams, and I find happiness in that. So, on that note, many people when they think about what they have to do with their careers, it's always that comes into their mind. Their mind is, I haven't done something great in my life, and I'm not good at technical skills also. Then what is that one thing that I can aim for right now? But I'm serious right now in my life. So especially for those kind of people, uh, MBA comes as a savior, because anybody who wants to have infinite number of growth opportunities in their life, the first thing they'll look for is MBA. And MBA is one such post graduation program which doesn't require a specific bachelor's program. You being a bachelor in any of the streams can still apply for MBA and get into one of the most reputed institutes, which are IIMs, right? So if I talk about these IIMs, right, there is a lot of buzz around these IIMs. You must have heard of them also. For engineers, it is IITs, and for business managers, it is IIMs. So Indian Institute of Managements. If I talk about CAT 2023, especially if I talk about 2023, especially, there were 3.3 lakh applicants. There were 3.3 lakh applicants who wanted to get into IIMs. And out of which, if I speak, it's exactly 8,000 people, approximately 8,000 people will be getting to one or the other IIMs, right? If you clearly observe, there is a top 2 3% will get into the I mean, 3 to 4% you can say, because 1% is around 2,800. So 3 to 4% will get into the IIMs. Matlab, they have to go for a lot of filtration. And one thing I would say, anybody who wants to go for MBA, do not only think that it's only IIM that is in their hands. Okay, there are many other colleges which are very good B schools, because I mean, they might not be under government like IIMs, but these institutes can still give you a better degree with a better package, with better peer peer group and everything, right? So approximately, if I talk about how many people who can get into top B schools, it will be approximately 10 to 15% of the people. Matlab, when you give that exam in the CAT exam, if you get anywhere around 85 percentile, I'm not talking about the percentage, I'm talking about the percentile. इसका meaning है you have to be in the top 15% of the people who have given the exam, right? Approximately top 40,000 out of the 3 lakh, right? If you're falling into these 40,000, then you are started with one or the other good colleges. If you are in the top 1 or 2%, you go into IIMs and then you excel there. If you are not in top 1 2%, if you're on top 10% or top 15%, then you will go into one of the decent B schools, and then you excel there and you get the same amount of packages and recognition and also the knowledge that you would have been getting in the actual IIMs. But as per today's discussion, our focus completely will be on IIMs, right? How to get into IIMs, Indian Institute of Management, right? So if I talk about the admission process, let me share my PPT along with you so that you can get a better idea. Can you please make me a co-host, Simran ma'am, so that I can share the PPT?
Yes, yes, sir. Wait.
Yep. Devendra sir, I think you need to make me co-host. We both are not the. Yes. I'm gonna show a slide to you all before getting into the criteria, right? We have different types of colleges. Just confirm if at all my screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Right. So to get into MBA, you have different colleges, as I said you. One among them, I mean, one among them are IIMs. And apart from that, these are the other colleges. I mean, these are the other exams through which you can get into the other colleges apart from IIMs. Right. This is the main thing for anybody who wants to get into MBA, because कोई भी एग्जाम है, whether it is a CAT, which is the main source of the B schools, which is the main criteria exam of the B schools, and apart from that, there are many other exams like ZAT, CET, SNAP, NMAT, and IFT. Now, IFT and TIS, these two exams are no more there. These two are also being under CAT only, right? So, कोई भी exam ले लो, the main sections that you will have will be quantitative aptitude, verbal ability, logical reasoning, data interpretation. And there is one more exam, ZAT, which contains general awareness, writing ability test, decision making. And there is one more exam, which is MICA, which is the only exam that has psychometric test. MICA is one of the very good colleges for marketing. If anybody wants to get into marketing in MBA, those people can opt for MICA, right? But 90 to 95%, 95% of the colleges which offer MBA accept SCAT score. 98% of the colleges, I would say. And 80% of the colleges will accept that score. And there is one institute whose name is XLRI, which is in the top league along with the IIMs, and that accepts only that. It doesn't accept CAT, right? And more or less, CAT and that, if you give, you can get into almost all the schools that you might dream for. So these are the areas which are tested, the 4 sections which I have been talking about. These 4 are common in everything: quants, verbal ability, logical reasoning, and data interpretation. Right? So these are all the full forms of the tests that we have. There are many exams, but major exams are CAT and CAT and ZAT. Along with them, you can also think of NMAT You can also think of SNAP, and another will be CMAT. If I mean, these are the five exams which would cover 100% of the B schools, right? So these are all the some of the specializations. Coming to the main topic for the day, which is about getting into IIMs, because being whenever you are aspiring for something, your aspiration should be as high as possible. Here, the highest possible achievement would be to get into the IIMs. So I'm coming up with the cluster one college. What is the meaning of this cluster one college? This is a college which will give you packages beyond 20 lakhs. I mean, I would say beyond 25 lakhs. I mean, the package for per annum, right? So in India, if you complete MBA from any of these colleges, whether it is from IIM Ahmedabad or whether it is from IIM Bangalore, whether it is from IIM Calcutta, and we have SP Jain and FMS Delhi and XLRI Jamshedpur. The one college that I was telling apart from the CAT, XLRI will not take you through CAT. XLRI takes you through XAT exam. And if you clearly see here in the yellow column, you have the fees, and in the green green bar will give you the amount of the money that you get per annum. Right? If you invest 19 lakhs in IIM Calcutta, I mean that is the amount of money you have to pay for getting into IIM Calcutta, and you will be getting 24 lakhs average, I'm telling you. One thing you need to know that whatever the packages that I'm giving you here, they are very tentative. I mean, plus or minus 2 lakhs will be there, because most of the times IIMs do not disclose their exact packages. And once you get into the IIMs, if you go into the top 10 to 12% or top 15% of the people, your packages will be beyond 35 lakhs, 40 lakhs, 36 lakhs, 37 lakhs per annum, right? So, okay, sir, we like it. You're telling these are the packages, but how to get there? What is the procedure to get there? Right, there are different types of colleges, like cluster one colleges, which give you which give you packages more than 20, and we have the criteria, right? Here you have two phases to get into these colleges. Number one is giving the CAT exam. Number two is personal interview. Personal interview along with writing assessment test. Right? These are the two phases that you have. One phase is of the CAT exam. Another phase is of personal interview along with the writing assessment test. Right? You might have a group discussion or a writing assessment test. One among these two along with the personal interview. Personal interview is must and should. Right? So here इंटरव्यू को बुलाने के लिए आप लोगों को, I mean, जो भी बंदा कैट दिया है उसमें से किसको इंटरव्यू में बुलाएंगे, right? It's not just only cat alone that is considered. There are many things that will be considered in calling you for a B school interview. The reason being, whenever you are getting into a B school, you will learn not just from the faculty there, you will not just learn from the college there. You will learn a lot of things from the peer groups. You will learn a lot of things from the peer group, because they take the candidate in such a way who is not only good in just one subject, matlab just not from commerce background, just not from BBA background, just not from engineering background. You will find doctors also there, you will find lawyers also there, you will find arts background people also there, humanities background people also there. Right, the moment you have all of these peers next to you, whenever there is a case study that comes onto the table, when you discuss, you get the perspective of every person. So in the thorough process, what happens in 2 years, you will have the idea of a doctor also, you'll have the idea of a lawyer also, you'll have the, I mean, you'll have the, for every problem, you will be having an overall idea. So whenever you take a decision in a company, you will have the idea of all the perceptions with which you can come up with a better decision, right? Whenever the market goes down, it is the managers who come up with the solutions for the company to grow. And these IIMs teach you how to grow a company, how to become a leader. These IIMs teach you the skills to be a leader, right? How to use your strengths in order to uh, make sure a company grows, when whichever the company you are in. And you might be in any department, right? Anybody who is an MBA graduate will learn something in 2 years, and if you are not an MBA graduate, for you to learn that much knowledge, In a real life, it will take approximately 10 to 12 years. Okay. That's the advantage of an MBA, right? Because there are a lot of people with you to make sure you learn the things. And the criteria for you to get into those colleges, first thing is you have to give CAT. Once you give CAT, the B schools evaluate you based on all of this. The first and foremost thing, they check your CAT percentile. If your CAT percentile is decent enough, then they will check your 10th class percentage. They check your 12th class percentage. They'll also check your graduation percentage. They will check whether you have any work experience or not. And also along with that, academic diversity. Are you a if you are a female, you will have more advantage. If you are a transgender, you have a more advantage, right? And also they'll check your academic diversity. Are you from engineer background? Are you from healthcare background? Are you from humanities background? So if you are not an engineer, you will have better advantage. If all you are from arts, you will have more advantage. If you are from hospitality background, you will have more advantage, right? Because there are hell lot of engineers who will be trying for this. So for every engineer, the cutoff to get into the IIMs will be very high. Okay. So these are all the cluster one colleges, and not just cluster one colleges. All the colleges look at these things for you to finalize for a interview. Once you uh, pass this round one, right? In this round one also, you will have little much. I mean, fair amount of weightage to CAT score. And for example, I say for random example, 60% of the weightage to CAT score, 5% of weightage to 10th class, 5% weightage to 12th class. And for work experience, you will have around 8 to 7% of weightage. Academic diversity, you will have 5% weightage. Gender diversity, you will have 5% weightage. And if at all you have done any special achievements, national level player, state level player, anything of that sort, you will have a little bit of fair advantage for that also, right? So these are all the things that they will consider. And different IIMs have various criteria. I mean, some IIMs give more weightage to CAT, whereas some other IIMs give more weightage to your previous year records of 10th 12th and everything academics, right? If I talk about IIM Ahmedabad, if you clearly see here, 70% weightage is given to the CAT score. Whereas IIM Bangalore, it only gives 40% of weightage to the CAT score, but it gives very much high weightage to the graduation 10th and 12th. That means if your 10th, 12th, and graduation has not gone well, then IIM Bangalore becomes tough for you, but it doesn't mean that uh, other IIMs are tough. It's only IIM Bangalore. Okay. And similarly, if I talk about Indore, Indore is one of the top league colleges which checks a lot of academics, but there are many IIMs which do not check your academics. So like that, we have many colleges. So all these are cluster one. Then coming to the cluster two colleges, and Inca weightage is also same. Coming to the cluster three college, matlab if you get anywhere around 85 percentile, 85 to 90 percentile, these are the colleges that you might look for. 90 percentile plus, you will get into IITs also. You will get into IITs for MBA. IIT is not only for engineers, even for MBA. I mean, almost all IITs, the average package hovers around 15 lakhs, 13 lakhs to 15 lakhs, right? So if you get 90 to 92 percentile, matlab, if you are in the top 10% in India, you are sorted for the IITs. Okay. Now the cluster 4 colleges which I wanted to discuss are these. There are baby IIMs that will give you call around 88 percentile and all, but not for general. Okay, I'll tell you if you have a category, what are all the advantage, right? So these are the cluster 5 colleges. I mean, for every type of percentile, you have different set of colleges that will give you placement. So especially if you want me to talk about people with special background, right? I have one more PPT for you all to show, where I can show you, especially for the people with different category, what are the advantages. If you are not a general category, then what are the advantages? Yes. So these are the colleges along with the percentiles that I have kept for you people along with the packages. Right? When you give the CAT exam at these percentiles, you will get these colleges. Right? 27 lakhs plus package you will get if your percentile is more than 98. Excuse me. And here I have kept the colleges in two different colors. One is in red and one is in black. Whichever the colleges are in red, they don't require you to cross the sectional cutoff in the CAT exam. So whenever you give a CAT exam, I told you that there are three sections in that. One is quant, another is VARC, another is LRDA. So if you, IIMs and many of the other colleges expects you to do well in all the three sections, at least decent in all the three sections. That means you have to be in the top 20% in the all three sections. Not necessary you have to be super top. But overall, you should be more than 98 percentile. That means you have to be in the top 2% with the overall marks, right? So these are the colleges that black colored colleges will check your sectional cutoff, but other colleges do not check your sectional cutoff. Matlab there is IITs do not check your sectional cutoff. Overall score, if you do well, then you can land into the IITs. And also you have very good packages. The 25 plus packages also there in IIT Delhi and IIT Bombay. These are top league colleges for IITs in terms of MBA. Now, as I was discussing that, I need to discuss for the people who have category based, right? So whenever you are applying for a CAT form, it asks you to what category you belong, right? You can be a general candidate, you can be from economically weaker section background, you can be NC OBC. Just OBC and NC OBC, these two are different. Okay, if you are just OBC, you will be considered as general only. There is no advantage for you. But if you belong to the non-creamy layer of OBC, then you have the advantage. And SC people, scheduled caste and scheduled tribe and PWD category, physically challenged, weaker department. So if you clearly observe this, if you have a category, the Blackies College. What do I mean this by this Blackie College? I am Blackies. B for Bangalore, L for Lucknow, A for Ahmedabad, C for Calcutta, K for Kozhikode, I for Indore, S for Shillong. These are the IIMs. IIMs in those places. For you to get a call, if you are from SC or ST background, anywhere around 75 plus, you will get the call. Right? If I talk about only A, B, C, they might look for your 10th class score also. If you get at least 75 to 80% in 10th class, even at 75 percentile in the CAT, you will get the call from them, right? And for EWS section, economically weaker section, they should get 95 plus percentile. Now, if I talk about the other IIMs, okay, there are three types of IIMs. One is Blackish, the top league IIMs, and there is second type of IIMs which are called as new IIMs. These top league IIMs, they are very old, 30, 25-year old. And these new IIMs, they are uh, 15, 10-year old, not as much as Blackish. And these are comparatively less popular with as much as they are not as popular as Blackish. So उसके लिए क्राइटेरिया ये होगा कैट में परसेंटाइल के लिए. For general, it will be 93 plus. For SC and ST, even at 54 and 40 plus, you will get it. And these have sectional cutoff. All the IIMs have sectional cutoff except one IIM, okay, which is IIM Rohtak. IIM Rohtak do not have sectional cutoff. This is the only IIM that calls you at overall percentile. For this year, you are expected to score 96 percentile. 2023, if you score 96 percentile, Rohtak will give you a call for interview. And once you get into the interview after filling the form, you have to prove yourself that you are best fit for their institute so that you can get the admission there. Right? And there are some baby IIMs which I don't want to discuss much about because it's not that tough to get in there. Right? So overall, if I have to talk about what exactly you need to do in order to get into IIM, the first and foremost thing, you should have a fair amount of profile. right? Academic profile, it can be our work experience. Even if you don't have work experience, it's fine. Little bit of internships might help you in the interview process. This is the pre-CAT process. The main foremost thing is to get a very good CAT score, right? The more CAT score, the better it is. If you have any category, make sure you get the centralized certificate of the category so that it will be applicable during the admission process. And number three is the personal interview and writing assessment test that you have to give when you get into the interview part. So these are the three steps, main steps for you to get into the MBA. So every part will be given some score and they'll make a composite score out of all of this, and then they will call you based on that. So overall, this is the procedure for you to get into IIM. So anybody has any questions I would like to take up?
Sure, sir. And
Yes, ma'am.
great. Like we never know like what will be the admission process in depth like this. We just give CAT exams and we hope for the matlab, future. But you have given us very great knowledge among that. So like these are the final, the exam, the parameters, the interview process, the cutoff journal, matlab, category wise, and then there is the selection that everything.
Yes.
Okay. And sir, matlab, any other information guidance beside the IIMs you would like to give us the students over here? Baki, besides the students will give matlab, write down the questions in the chat box and we will answer one by one our team, Career University, and we will connect you also afterwards. But other than
Sure.
that, related information other than IIMs, the students must know if they are seeking future in MBA.
Yeah, yeah. Ma'am, I would say anybody who wants to go for MBA, they should not be particular about getting into IIM. Their dream should be IIM, but they should also understand it's not just IIM that has a better curriculum and everything. There are superb colleges apart from IIMs, and there are many other exams apart from CAT with which they can go. They can go for. I can also talk about Narsi Munji College, which is in the top league. And also I can talk about Symbiosis Pune, which is among the top colleges. And I can also talk about IIFT, which is one of the top colleges. I can also talk about MICA, which has its own exam and also accepts CAT and ZAT along with the IIMs. So all these colleges, they are the places of knowledge. Instead of looking at them like colleges which give you a higher packages, look at them like they are giving you tremendous amount of knowledge and relevant knowledge that is especially needed for you at this point of the time in this 21st century. The moment you become hungry for the knowledge, it doesn't matter which college you land into, your value increases the moment you get into the market. This is one thing that I always say to my students.
Okay. Thank you, sir, for enlightening us about this specific IIM topic and providing us the details regarding that. And I hope every student present here have enjoyed the webinar and have gotten a clear idea about this field and how to get into that. And also tune in for the next webinar. We hope that this and upcoming would be useful to us. Thank you so much, sir, for today,
Thank
for
you,
your
ma'am.
time. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.